All right, so this is a suggestion via channel member. The name of the video is Trump not ruling out deporting Musk after his comments on the Megabill. Guys, let's go and see where this takes us. The title is wild. Really? You're gonna deport Elon Musk?
Defund and deport. Those are two things President Trump saying
I get it.
may
He's South
happen
African,
to
right?
his former ally Elon Musk, after Musk, the richest person in the world, threatened to fund primary campaigns against any member of Congress who votes for Trump's so-called big, beautiful bill.
I don't know. I think we'll have to take a look. We might have to put DOGE on Elon. DOGE is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible?
This doesn't feel real.
He gets a lot of subsidies.
This doesn't feel real,
Trump
bro.
referring
Be
to
honest.
the billions in federal contracts that benefit Musk's companies. Out front now, Katie Drummond, global editorial director at Wired, and Ryan Mack, a New York Times reporter who covers Musk extensively. He also co-wrote the book Character Limit: How Elon Musk Destroyed Twitter. And Ryan, Musk posted on X, "So tempting to escalate this, so tempting, but I will refrain for now." What do you think? Is he going to escalate?
You know, Elon has Twitter fingers, or X fingers now, and he tends to kind of say whatever he wants. So even though he's talking about restraint
And that's a problem?
refraining from speaking out, you know, I think in time, you know, he'll probably lash out again. He'll probably tweet. He'll probably say something that's going to anger the president. And, you know, we've gone through this cycle multiple times now. You know, this is the only the latest iteration. So, you know, I think we'll
I'm sorry, guys. Why does everyone on this network always look so gentle? Right? And I mean, super gentle.
we're
Anyway,
going to see more for sure.
Katie, who needs who more here? Does Musk need the federal government more, or does the federal government need Musk more?
no, Musk needs the government.
Well, look, as much as Elon Musk might hate to hear this, his companies, namely SpaceX and Tesla, rely
on the government
the largesse
subsidies.
of the federal government, on contracts, on subsidies, on tax credits.
Right.
Not to mention federal regulation, right? When we're talking about Tesla and its ability to roll out, you know, autonomous vehicles in different cities, you know, Elon Musk relies on how regulators decide to treat, you know, autonomous vehicles moving forward for that company and that initiative to be able to expand. So there's no question here that when it comes to the richest man in the world or the president of the United States, the president of the United States has a leg up here. He has the leverage.
Yeah, I mean, and Ryan, to be clear, though, SpaceX is the primary ride to the International Space Station. Starlink is critical to the U.S. military and the U.S. government. Usually when you have mutually assured destruction, it stops people from walking up to the line, but these two personalities can't really seem to help it go there. Does Musk see the logic or the lack of logic in thumbing his nose at someone who can affect the contracts and subsidies of his companies and has the upper hand, as Katie explains there, or is he motivated just more by emotion?
Yeah, guys, the problem with that statement is that Elon Musk is going to talk as crazy as he possibly can, all right? Donald Trump is also going to talk as crazy as he possibly can, but in reality, exactly what she just dictated here is the truth. Trump can say whatever he wants to say. Elon Musk is a man. He's going to take it. Then he's also going to say something back, bro. That's just how that's going to work here. I think nothing truthfully is going to happen between them. There is no deportation of Elon Musk. I don't think that's a thing, because exactly what she just said, America needs Elon Musk a lot, a whole lot, bro. All right? And at the same time, Elon Musk needs America. Okay? All right? So they can talk, but every single advisor around him is going to be like, okay, you can keep talking, but we're not going to really do anything.
I think emotion plays a large part in it for sure. And, you know, I think people have talked to him about the logic of, you know, going against the most powerful person in the world and going head to head with him. At the same time, I do agree with Katie. I think Trump does have most of the cards here, but Elon does have cards as well. He understands that the U.S. government relies on SpaceX to get things into space. You know, $3.8 billion worth of contracts last year alone with NASA. You know, Tesla is a major manufacturer of electric vehicles and employer in the United States as well. So he has cards there that he's willing to play and put forth and challenge Trump. And I think it's going to be a matter of who blinks first.
Katie, if you look at Donald Trump as a businessman, before he was president, as the president, he's a spender. He's very comfortable with buying things on credit. Did Musk get snowed into thinking that this was a person who was serious about tackling deficit spending when all the data points, a lot of the data points show the opposite?
You know, it's not totally clear. According to President Trump, you know, he's been very clear with Musk this entire time about his intentions, particularly his intentions around electric vehicles and EV subsidies. You know, it certainly seems like Elon Musk got into bed, so to speak, with the wrong person. And whatever understanding they may have had several months ago obviously has not worked out in his favor.
Ryan, do you think that Musk will do this primary scheme?
I mean, it'd be a lot of people to
I think he's just talking, bro.
primary for sure. You know, I mean, the whole Republican Party essentially. So,
Like, if he had just like, I don't know, bro, like 10% more testosterone, I do think that he absolutely would understand what's happening here. I'm just gonna be completely honest here. But either way,
you know, he talks a big game. You know, he's talked about fighting Mark Zuckerberg in a cage once and never followed through. He's talked about but he's also at the same time talked about buying Twitter, which he did follow through with. And so I think with him, it's a matter of trying to assess what's real and what's not. And yeah, as reporters, we just got to keep following and understanding what he says and reporting it out.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your analysis and your reporting. Katie Drummond, Ryan Mack, we appreciate it.
We might have to put DOGE on
more?
Elon. You know what DOGE is? DOGE is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible? He gets a lot of subsidies.
The monster that ate Elon. That was President Trump this morning talking about his renewed feud with billionaire and former First Buddy Elon Musk, whose companies get at least $38 billion in federal subsidies, according to a Washington Post analysis. The president also suggested he could deport the South African tech CEO after Musk supercharged his criticism of Trump's domestic policy Megabill. Musk replied on his platform X, quote, "So tempting to escalate this, so tempting, but I will refrain for now."
guys, you do know that it's almost not possible to deport Elon Musk, guys, right? I mean, I'm sure by now he is an American citizen, so what are you deporting him for exactly? We're not talking about a green card holder at all. I mean, all the things that he has done for the United States of America would have dictated that he most likely has had somewhat of a golden visa, if anything, right? Fast track to citizenship, but okay.
Restraint, Elon Musk. That's how he's known. Joining us now, CNN's Vanessa Yurkevich and Hadass Golden. Hadass, this Trump-Musk truce did not even last a month, and now Musk is threatening again to form a new party and campaign against Republicans who voted yes on the legislation.
Yeah, and also I should note about the threat to deport Elon Musk. He is a U.S. citizen.
I figured that.
He was a naturalized citizen in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are some of the most concrete political threats we have.
And that's how you know it's just nonsense. But for some reason, you know, all of this emotion that's on CNN right now, guys, right? They seem to be taking all of this at face value. But the problem here, again, guys, any bit of sense. All right, step away from the emotion for a second, kind of step to the logical side of things. You pretty much should understand immediately that all of this is just talk.
Have heard from
have you ever heard men just talk that don't like each other, that are not going to do anything at all? They're just going to talk. You've never heard this before? Never. I have.
Elon Musk about what he plans to do going forward, because there was a big cloud of questioning after this dust up with President Trump. What will Elon Musk do in the midterms? And now we know. He says that he's going to support the primary challenge of any member of Congress who has talked about cutting government spending but voted for this bill. He put up a poster that looked like a Pinocchio in flames, saying that your face is going to be on this poster in your primary challenges, and I'm going to support them. He's thrown his support behind Congressman Massey, of course, who voted against this bill. President Trump said today Massey's going to be history, but Elon Musk confirmed today on X that he has donated to Massey's campaign. And then he talked about creating this new political party, the America Party, saying that if this insane spending bill passes, the America Party will be formed the next day. Lots of conversations we can have about how difficult it is to create a new political party, but Elon Musk is still saying that this is not about the EV, the electric vehicle mandates, or about the federal subsidies. In fact, he posted on X saying, in response to a post about Donald Trump's Truth Social social post on this saying, I am literally saying, cut it all now. He is saying this is all about the debt. He's saying this is all about the spending. And he is also saying that, once again, this bill, he says, makes a mockery of the work DOGE said. And he even said, how are we supposed to get to Mars if America is going to go bankrupt? But I can tell you, Jake, investors in Tesla, one of his most important companies, they're not very happy. Tesla stock was down today. They want Elon Musk to go back, focusing on things like robo-taxis and...
Yeah, listen, the only ones who are specifically angry at at Tesla stock are the ones who got in late. Let's just say that there. All right, because, bro, I'm up tremendously still. I don't, compared to what we started at. I mean, listen, I remember when Tesla was trading for, like 10% of what it's trading for now, even while it's down. All right, so if you didn't get in, if you were not an early investor in Tesla, I mean, I hear you got in late, let's say, but those are the ones who are angry right now.
His rockets to Mars.
And Vanessa, Trump's mad at someone else. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Yesterday, Trump wrote Powell a handwritten letter urging him to substantially cut interest rates. How is Powell responding?
He's not going to.
Well, Jerome Powell at the Central Banking Forum earlier today was asked point blank, is President Donald Trump, with his harsh public comments, making it more difficult for you to do your job? And he answered by saying, quote, I'm very focused on just doing my job. So brushing off the president's comments, which include, as you mentioned, that letter that you're seeing on screen there, a handwritten letter to Jerome.
Hold on. Wait, I'm looking at this now here, guys. We should be at 0.25%? Oh, no, don't do that. Listen, we're going to end this video here for a second. Somewhere between 175, 1.75. Oh, no. Guys, listen, I'm absolutely, someone who loves dabbling in the concept of, like, finance and investments and, all types of economic type of things, inflation. Let's have a conversation all day, right? But if you bring the interest rate down to 0.25, you are going to create the largest gap. If you think the gap right now between the rich and the poor is nothing, let me say something, guys. Hold on. 1.75% is still free money. Okay, that's free money. That's basically free money. That means, hey, listen, my credit score is high enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get a gigantic loan, okay, for whatever it is, and my interest rate is going to be somewhere similar to there, right? Somewhere at that range, somewhere in there. That is free money. Under 3-4% free money. Those percentages don't even matter. Then also at the same time, you're gonna have people going out buying houses they can't afford. Okay, immediately. Because now what's going to happen is when the interest rate kind of goes back up to where it is, right, and around where it is, or even slightly higher, you'll start to realize that, oh no, you're house poor, bro. You can't afford this house. You can't afford that thing you just purchased. Specifically if you get involved in some type of like ridiculous arm, right, where the interest rate has the ability to change your mortgage payment month to month. Imagine getting caught up in something like that, bro. It's 08 all over again. Okay, that's bad. Listen, I love the idea of lowering it, but it is purely selfish. Okay, it is purely selfish because not everyone is in this scenario to be able to immediately jump into some type of asset that they can finance at that specific number. The people who are going to take advantage of these things are the millionaires and billionaires, and all you're going to do is quadruple their money in a year. That's what you're doing, because instead of going out and buying, let's say you save $100,000 or so, or $20,000 or so, and then immediately you go out to go buy something, I don't know, something, okay? You go out to go buy something. You can buy multiples of those somethings, specifically if you have the ability to make the payment, obviously, but you can buy multiples of these things at an interest rate of 0.2. No, that's selfish. Don't do that, bro. I'm telling you. I like seeing it, but I also like the country of the United States of America. I like America a lot, bro. Right? I don't want to see you what will immediately, people are going to buy your whole street. Your whole street is going to be purchased. Okay, I'm telling you. While at the same time also making house prices shoot through the roof because now there are more people out here buying it. Supply and demand. Okay, so there are a lot of issues here. Okay, the one benefit I guess would probably be like short financing. Let's say your credit cards and things like that. The credit card interest rate will have to go down. It will no longer be like 20-something% for most people, right? That will be beneficial at least. That'll be a saving grace. But again, that's not making you money, bro. right? The richest of the richest will jump on that. Listen, I'm not a super fan of Jerome Powell, but at least I think him and I sometimes think alike, all right? I am not a fan of Jerome Powell because he won't lower the interest rate. And Trump, obviously, businessman, is like, listen, Jerome Powell, we need to go ahead and lower this interest rate immediately, right? Because he thinks like the common typical business person, like, bro, I want free money. I want to make more money. But if we do this, you are going to crush the United States of America. Okay? For all the people who are basically living paycheck to paycheck, this is not going to benefit you. It's going to benefit the people who have the ability to have some type of liquidity in their savings, let's say, or just some type of liquidity where they can put that money into some type of asset. That asset will grow because of the interest rate via supply and demand, and they're going to get richer. And the poor, the ones who are basically living paycheck to paycheck, are never going to see any of this and then wonder why everyone around them is now much richer. Things start getting much more expensive. And now the people who were living paycheck to paycheck before are not going to be able to afford a single thing. A single thing. That is crazy, bro. I want it to go down, but I like America more than my petty selfishness. Okay? I'm going to be honest. I will fight against the concept of dropping the interest rate to zero until the end of me. All right, I mean that thoroughly. I will never support it, even though I really want to support it. Give us Japan. Give us Japan's interest. Don't do that. See, don't do that. Don't leave it where it is. Okay, for now. Okay, because inflation is not. This is not helping. If you drop it, inflation is going to go crazy, and I mean crazy. The prices of everything are going to explode. Everything. But either way, guys, listen, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I will continue talking finance until tomorrow about this. But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe.